It began with a phone call, a financial director hearing his CEO's unmistakable voice, complete with the same accent, pauses, and even a familiar cough. This seemingly routine call would soon unravel into a sophisticated financial crime. The instruction was clear and urgent. Transfer $25 million to the Hong Kong subsidiary. We're closing the acquisition tonight. The director, recognizing his CEO's voice, felt no reason to doubt the authenticity of the request. Without question, the substantial transfer was made. However, just 3 hours later, the $25 million vanished, and the real CEO was thousands of miles away, peacefully asleep in London, completely unaware of the fraudulent transaction. This wasn't mere social engineering. It was a far more advanced form of deception, AI impersonation. A deepfake voice clone had successfully deceived a seasoned executive and emptied a corporate account in broad daylight, highlighting a new era of cybercrime. Investigators later confirmed that the criminals had gathered only 20 seconds of audio from publicly available sources, such as corporate earnings calls and conference videos. This minimal audio was all they needed to construct their convincing deepfake. Using readily available open-source AI voice models, they constructed a near-perfect clone of the CEO's voice, orchestrating the entire scam with the precision and planning of a sophisticated business operation. The technology allowed for an incredibly realistic imitation. The attack was meticulously timed, following a legitimate email thread about an ongoing acquisition. This demonstrated deep reconnaissance and an intimate knowledge of the company's internal communications and operational schedule. Attackers knew specific names, upcoming meeting schedules, and even the CFO's travel plans. This critical intelligence was likely scraped from public sources like LinkedIn and calendar metadata leaks, showcasing the vulnerability of publicly shared information. This wasn't a random phishing attempt. It was a highly targeted, recon-driven, AI-enabled fraud specifically designed to exploit identified vulnerabilities within the organization. The precision of the attack was alarming. The cloned voice, urgent yet remarkably calm, delivered the critical instruction: "We can't lose this deal. Wire it now. I'll handle paperwork later." This created a sense of immediate pressure, overriding normal verification protocols. The CFO, convinced by the authenticity of the voice and the urgency of the request, forwarded authorization to the finance team. Within minutes, 5 international transfers were initiated and in motion, sending funds across borders. By the time the real CEO's flight status was verified, confirming his absence and the fraud, the funds had already been laundered through complex crypto mixers and shell accounts established across Hong Kong and the UAE, making recovery incredibly difficult. Forensics teams meticulously traced the audio signature using advanced spectrogram analysis in tools like Audacity and Resemble Detect, confirming the presence of synthetic voice patterns. These patterns revealed unnatural harmonic frequencies, a telltale sign of AI manipulation. They also discovered metadata from an AI speech engine tag embedded within the recorded Zoom session, providing irrefutable evidence of the deepfake operation. This digital fingerprint confirmed the artificial origin of the voice. Interpol and Europol subsequently labeled this incident as one of the first major synthetic identity heists, highlighting the rapidly evolving and increasingly sophisticated nature of cybercrime. This case set a new precedent for digital fraud. The attackers utilized commercially available voice AI technology and combined it with stolen corporate VPN credentials, likely obtained from previous data breaches. This combination allowed them to bypass multiple layers of security. Further investigation revealed that the spoofed CEO email domain was registered via an offshore provider that accepted cryptocurrency payments. This detail, along with other indicators, strongly pointed to a sophisticated Eastern European threat group known for similar operations. The most disturbing aspect of this attack was that the voice model was trained entirely on public data, requiring no malware or zero-day exploits. It was simply AI used as social engineering on steroids, leveraging readily available information to create a powerful deception. This high-profile case prompted immediate and significant policy changes within the company. Out-of-band verification is now mandatory for all fund transfers exceeding $10,000, adding an essential layer of security. voice alone is no longer considered sufficient proof of identity. Companies now implement advanced security measures such as voice biometrics and video authentication to verify the identity of individuals making sensitive requests, ensuring greater protection against deepfakes. Finance teams now undergo mandatory AI fraud training on a quarterly basis, enhancing their ability to detect and respond to sophisticated scams that leverage artificial intelligence. This continuous education is crucial in the fight against evolving threats. Security Operations Center teams have integrated cutting-edge AI deepfake detection tools like Resemble Detect and Deepware Scanner into their systems. These are complemented by custom spectrogram alerts designed to flag unnatural audio patterns, providing real-time threat intelligence. Security leaders now treat voice and video with the same criticality as passwords. The new paradigm is clear. If someone can hear your voice or see your image, they can potentially clone you, making these personal attributes new vectors for attack. The deepfake CEO scam was not merely a cybercrime. It was a profound psychological attack disguised as familiarity. It bypassed trust, a fundamental human element, rather than attempting to breach firewalls, demonstrating a new frontier in digital deception. In the coming years, the landscape of financial crime will shift dramatically. You won't necessarily need a traditional hacker to steal your money. You'll just need a convincing clone of your voice, making personal identity a prime target. Therefore, it is imperative to stay safe, remain vigilant, and always remember this critical principle. Verify before you trust any voice, especially when financial transactions or sensitive information are involved. Your diligence is your best defense.